Hi everyone, I am Balaji Chippada and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will start a new series called Probability and Statistics, and we will understand why it is needed in our machine learning series, and also we will learn about what is a random variable and what is the difference between a continuous random variable and a discrete random variable. So without any delay, let's get started. So first let's understand what is the need of probability in machine learning. So let's say I have a data set D and which I have xi and yi, and then I trained a machine learning model on top of this data set. Okay, we will understand how to train these models and everything later on, but let's assume I have a data set and then I have trained a machine learning model on top of this data set. Now what happens is when I have a new point, so let's call it as D dash, which is having x1 dash and y1 dash. I will pass it to this machine learning model and I will get y1 hat, which is the prediction, right? So let me rephrase it again. I have my data set xi and yi, and then I trained a machine learning model on top of it. And once the machine is trained, given a new point xi dash and yi dash, it will predict what is my yi hat. And accurately speaking, this yi hat should be close to what yi is. And it can be of any type of machine learning algorithm, which could be classification, multi-class classification, or regression. Directly machine will not provide you yi hat. What it will give you is, let's say I have this x1 dash, right, and I will pass it to my machine learning trained model, and now what it will give is probability of x1 dash being y1 dash. So let's say my data set is binary classification. That means my yi, which is this one, either belongs to 0 or 1, right? When I pass a new point to my machine learning model, what it will predict is basically what is the probability of x1 dash to become 0. So this value could be from 0 to 1, and if my value is close to 1 or greater than 0.5, then I will classify it as class 0. So what machine is trying to say is, what is the probability that my new point belongs to class 0, and the probability value always lies between 0 and 1, and the more the value closer to 1, the more accurate the model is. So at every time when we train a machine learning model, or when we are using machine learning, what machine will always predict is the probability of this particular new point belonging to any of the class. It could be class 0, class 1. If it is a multi-class classification, it could be of any other class. So likewise, it will give you the probability. So probability is one of the major concepts that you need to learn to understand how machine learning works. Hopefully that is clear. So it is the core concept in machine learning. And inside this probability, we will learn a lot of concepts like histograms, probability density functions, cumulative density functions, mean, median, variance, a lot of stats. We have ks test, we have a lot of things that we will cover in this series, and these are all going under stats, because while looking at the statistics we can generalize some rules for machine learning. Actually, we will also learn about that in the later videos. So I hope you understand why do we need probability and why do we need to learn in case of machine learning. So now what we will do is we will talk about a concept called random variable. Okay, and there are two types of random variables. One is continuous random variable, and then other one is discrete random variable. We will understand all of this with an example actually. So let's take an example of a dice. You know dice, right? It has 6 sides, and let's assume it is a fair dice. So what is a fair dice? That means whenever you throw a dice, you have equal chance of getting any one of the side. There is no magic going on here. It is a fair dice, and it has 6 sides. And what are these sides? It could be either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, right? Now, when you roll a dice, you have a chance of getting any one of these things, right? So what is this chance? This chance is called probability. So let me explain the notation in English so that it will be easy for you to understand. So let's take what is the probability, okay? And then I will call something called as random variable x. I will explain what this is. What is the probability that random variable x can get any one of these values? It could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3, it could be 4, it could be 5, it could be 6. So here x is a variable, okay, and it is denoted in capital letters usually for random variables. What is the probability that this x can get any one of these values? So that is what this notation is. So if I say p of x and then I will say 1, that means what is the probability that the random variable x gets a value of 1 when I roll a dice? So what is this value? It is 1 by 6. Why? Because we have total 6 elements or 6 sides, and out of which we have only one value which we want to get. So it has a chance of 1 by 6. Hopefully that is clear. So here x is called a random variable and it can get any value actually. And we can calculate what these values are. You typically for any random variable it is denoted in capital letters. Let's say x, y, h, a, b. It could be anything, but we will stick to using x for now. And now let's take this one. So my values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? Now what I will say, what is the probability of x equal to 1? So this is equal to 1 by 6. And what is the probability of x equal to 2? It is also 1 by 6. Probability of x equal to 3, it is also 1 by 6. Probability of x equal to 4, it is also 1 by 6. Probability of x equal to 5 and probability of x equal to 6 equal to 1 by 6 and 1 by 6. We have all the values as 1 by 6 because that die is a fair dice. So what if I say what is the probability such that x is even? So what are the things that we have it in my set? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out of which 2, 4, and 6 are even values. So this is equal to probability of x equal to 2 plus probability of x equal to 4 plus probability of x equal to 6, right? So this would be 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6, which is 3 by 6 equal to 1 by 2. Because we have 3 elements which are even such that the x can get, because we have a condition of even, and total 6 elements, this is equal to 3 by 6, which in turn equal to this one, right? So probability of x is equal to even is 1 by 2, and probability of x is odd is also equal to 1 by 2 because we have equal chances of even and odd. Hopefully that is clear. And we can take one more example like tossing a coin. So whenever you toss a fair coin, you have a chance of getting either head or tail, right? So what I will say, probability of x being head, which will be 1 by 2 because total there are 2 events, and probability of x equal to tail is equal to 1 by 2. So likewise, almost everything that we see in real life consists of probability, but we don't map it intuitively. So everything is a chance in this world, and even machines will try to predict what is the value that you will get if you pass this as an input. What is the probability that it belongs to class 1, or probability that it belongs to class 2, or probability that belongs to class 3. So everything is related to probability. Hopefully that is clear. Now let me say I have a class of students. Okay, let's assume I have 100 students and they have different values of heights, right? Values of height. Now what I will say, probability of x, I will tell what is x. Now what I will say, probability of x is basically height of the student, of any random student, right? When I say this one, let's assume the students are of height 100 to 200. I can get anything 173.5, 184.6, 192.8. I can pick any one of the student and their height could be of any value. What if I have 1,000 students? Then even these values are even more continuous, right? So initially we have set of values like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in case of a dice, and x can only take value in a set of elements. So this is called discrete, and here my value could be anything and it is called as continuous. So whenever your random variable x takes values from a set of values, then it is called a discrete random variable. And the random variable x can have value of any number and it is not measurable for now, then it is called a continuous random variable. Hopefully you understand the difference between continuous random variable and a discrete random variable. When we talked about this one, which is tossing a coin, even this is a discrete random variable, right? Because the x value can be either h or tails, not more than that. When you talk about this student's height, it would be a continuous random variable. When you talk about price of a car, there are so many cars in the market and the value could be anything, then it is called a continuous random variable. So I hope you understand difference between continuous random variable and a discrete random variable. Now let me explain the notation. In some of the papers, you will see something like P of x1. And this is not something that we have learned so far. So let me simplify this for you. So let's say I have a probability of a random variable x being a value of x1. Notice I have the capital X and a small x here. So this is what it means. What is the probability of a random variable x being the value x1? So this is the proper notation, but in some papers this is also treated like this: P of x1. That means what is the probability of an event occurring the value to be x1. So you can choose to go with this or you can choose to do the standard notation. It's up to you. But in some papers you will find this, in some papers you will find it. That is why I'm showing. There is nothing complex here. It is just a notation difference. Notation difference. Hopefully you understood all the topics of random variable. So let me summarize what we have learned so far. So we have learned what is the need of probability and statistics in machine learning, and how machines will only try to predict the probability of an event occurring to be a particular class. And then we will also learn about these things in the next sessions. And then we learned majorly about random variable. So what is a random variable and what is the difference between a continuous random variable and a discrete random variable? And then we have also seen how to calculate the probabilities, and then we have seen 2 to 3 examples, and then we have also talked about the notation of a random variable when we are talking about probabilities. So that's all for this video, guys. If you learned something new from this video, a sub to the channel would be appreciated, and click that bell icon to get notified daily, and we will upload more videos on these topics in this series. So stay tuned and let's get learned.